Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to our channel, and thanks for logging on. Today we're discussing the Omega Seamaster Professional Planet Ocean. You can see and you can purchase this 45.5mm coaxial chronometer dive watch on our website. Subscribe to our YouTube channel if you enjoy these videos, and please click on the card in the upper right-hand corner of the screen at any time during this video to see our full sales listing for this Seamaster Professional Planet Ocean, with additional accessories included in the sale, high-resolution images for your desktop, and naturally complete price details for this Seamaster Planet Ocean. Now on my wrist, 6 1/3 inches, 16 centimeters in circumference, you can see that this is the biggest conventional diver that Omega has. Short of the absurd Seamaster 1200 Ploprof, this is as big and burly as Omega's mainstream dive watches get. 45mm across the rounded case, well, 45.5. That doesn't include the crown guards, or the helium release valve at 10 o'clock. The watch is thick. There's no two ways about it. The Seamaster Professional Planet Ocean is bigger and bulkier than the traditional 300 meters, and the Aquaterra's at 17.5mm thick. It towers above the wrist. Now, if you were to wear it on a strap, the watch sizes down considerably, as the distance from lug to lug is 51.5mm, quite compact for a 45.5mm round case. However, if you measure across the wrist between the rigid-most outcroppings, the solid end links of the bracelet, now it has a span across the wrist of 57.5, which is much more substantial. I would actually say that on the bracelet, my wrist 16 centimeters is probably the lower limit to wear this watch with a sense of security and proportion. However, while it is figuratively a heavy hitter, given its feature set, in terms of mass, it is not heavy. The watch is all in titanium, bracelet, clasp, case, and bezel, and you'll note that not only is it light, you're going to have to take my word for that one, but it's beautifully finished, and that you can see for yourself. All of satin finish, the case is understated for its size. This is a tasteful decision by Omega, with just a few polished highlights on the outermost shoulders of the links. You also note that the links, sizable by screws. The days of the Seamaster Professionals with pins and sleeves are long gone. Fully milled out clasp, very substantial. Closes with a snap. Opens with the depression of both pushers. It cannot pop open by accident. Still featuring that fully milled out and beautifully manufactured and solid feeling dive extension. You can use it over a wetsuit or a dry suit, or if you're like me, you'll just use it over thick sweaters and winter coats. Note the spring-loaded ceramic balls that act as the closure elements, helping to keep that individual extension crisp and manufacturer new over the decades, far more durable than the old metal nibs that were used in that component. Materials innovation continues topside, where a ceramic bezel, you can see blue gloss ceramic in this case, effectively acts as a protection against disfigurement of the watch. If you're not one to scratch or chip a sapphire, you're not going to be one to scratch or chip a ceramic bezel. It is very hale and hardy, and it has the amorphous molecular structure metal inserts poured into it, known as LiquidMetal by Omega, because it will simply stay bonded to the ceramic no matter what. You have to seriously traumatize the watch to displace either liquid metal or ceramic components of this bezel. You'll note the helium release valve still present and accounted for those of you engaging in saturation diving. If you're the 1% of the 1%, the feature is there. For the rest of us, luxury is simply about excess, and that it is. Plus, it's a great conversation piece. The dial features all applied and polished indices with superluminova, as well as broad arrow, vintage-inspired hour and minute hands. This is a high-grade dial with a beautiful gloss lacquer base. Dramatic in the daylight, it's also abundantly visible at night thanks to the immense amount of luminescent paint. Now, the watch features a thoughtful time zone function as part of its caliber 8500 exclusive coaxial automatic, and that allows you to drive the hour hand forward and backwards as you jump time zones while traveling without stopping the balance and affecting amplitude or timing. You'll also note that that hour hand drives the date, and it can actually drive the date backwards or forwards, again depending on which way you are flying, east or west. Of course, being a COSC certified Swiss chronometer, pull the crown, and that essential chronometer feature, the hacking seconds hand, stops to permit synchronization to a known accurate reference time. And of course, when you screw down the crown now, as the dial advertises, the watch achieves its 600-meter water resistance rating. And of course, you have that rotating bezel, which both sounds and feels superb in person, and you can align it with the broad arrow minute hand to start a impromptu 0 to 60 minute countdown for anything from cooking to kids' time out, time between meetings. Heck, you could even time a dive. On the case back, Omega's exclusive coaxial chronometer caliber 8500. First and foremost, it's a chronometer, and second, it features the Daniels tangential friction coaxial escapement. Now perfected, it's both accurate, as was long foretold by Daniels himself, but also tough in as much as we now have a movement that can go toe-to-toe with a Rolex 3135 or 3136 for sheer robustness. You have a balance anchored on both sides, a dual anchored balance bridge with a free sprung balance, a stationary index, and you have variable inertia balance bolts on the external rim of the balance to allow for adjustments of the watch. The combination of the balance bridge and the free sprung balance allowing robust resistance to shock and vibration-induced timing deviation. Twin mainspring barrels, bidirectional automatic winding. The watch has a 60-hour power reserve. It also has a beautiful, unique arabesque finish and unique black oxidized screws, seldom seen in the industry. Both make this machine-built and machine-finished caliber almost as interesting to look at as a true hand-finished high horology movement. It's that good. And with 39 jewels, the twin mainspring barrels, exclusivity to the Omega brand, and a silicon hairspring that's not just anti-magnetic but amagnetic, this is a technologically fascinating caliber for Omega, and as I said, one that you will not find in any other Swatch product, including Jacques Dro, Blancpain, Breguet, and Harry Winston, the top-end brands. You can see and you can purchase this oversized but quite wieldy Omega Seamaster Professional Planet Ocean on our website.